Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Shipyard Champions. So let's see, today's challenge is by, let's see, I should have this ready. I didn't. There we go. It's by Moist Tea Gaming. Challenge: Malfunction. Your old task force has been caught off guard by the enemy. Your battleships were in the middle of gun maintenance when an unexpected fleet appeared on the horizon. Guns trained on your ships. Your battleships need 15 minutes to be able to operate the main guns. All crew, including engine crew, will be needed to get the guns operational, meaning no movement for your battleships. You must make a decision: have all crew getting the guns online, or half your crew, meaning it will take 30 minutes to get the guns operational. However, you can maneuver your ships on slow speed, which is here defined as half of max speed. Your task force: any nation, 1915 technology, 3 battleships, 5 cruisers of any combo, I'm gonna go with heavy cruisers, 6 DDs. Additional conditions: fuel must be set to the minimum bar on all ships. To avoid fleeing in your old ship, use your fuel wisely. Well, I think I can get some decent range even with the fuel bar set to minimum. Enemy task force: Britain, 1925 technology, AI builds, so no shared designs. I'm playing this with the Dreadnought improvement mod, by the way. They have 5 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 5 light cruisers, and 4 DDs. Starting condition: clear, morning, range 14 kilometers. And I get points for sinking enemy ships, and points are subtracted for... No, wait, I get points for my ships that survive, as well as sinking the enemy ships. So, 3 battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, 6 DDs. I'm gonna go with Austria-Hungary, because, well, very high resistance hulls. My battleships will need to sit around and get shot at for 15 minutes, so I would like them to survive. And it seems like I already have an incomplete Austrian battleship here. I could use that as a starting point. No. I'm gonna use this one, because it's got 95 resistance. It's a smaller ship, but I think I can make it work. Let's see, let's go 22 knots. Range must be set to minimum. Yeah, let's just go with that to start with. We're starting pretty close to the enemy, so tower spotting not really a big deal. Two of those funnels. Oil 1. Gear turbines. See, range pretty good already. Let's see, what kind of guns do we have available in 1915 for the Austrians? I'm pretty sure we don't have, yeah, no Mark III 13-inch. And I don't think we have advanced triple turrets, so I'm gonna go with twins. Twin 12-inch guns. Alright, auxiliary engine, a little bit of shaft. Corrupt 2 armor. Let's see, how high can we get that resistance? 128. That's okay. 22 knots. If I decide I want to move at the start of the battle, that will be easier to divide by 2. We're gonna go standard ratio. Also, there was something about a 2-hour time limit, so I don't think I'm gonna need increased ammo. But I will take the heavy shells. Let's go for some pen. Let's go for some safety. What is my flash fire chance? 15. 6. Coincidence 3. Gives me a plus aiming speed. It doesn't weigh that much. Okay, these are 46 calibers. Range is only... well, we start at 14 kilometers, so the range is not too bad. Let's drop the... penetration is not amazing. Can I make these 12.5s? Yeah, I can. Okay, let's play with the armor. I want this to be quite tanky. And because we start so close, I don't think deck armor will be that important. Let's go 16 on the main belts. 5 and 5. 2. And 3 on the superstructure. 16 on the conning tower. Yeah, inner deck. I don't think the inner deck is really needed. Okay. So that's the basic battleship layout. Secondaries, though. Let's just do some weight comparisons between the 8 and the 7-inch casemate guns. Once they have the same level of armor. $115 or 76 tons. I think we're going with the 7s because they are quite a bit lighter. I did pick heavy shells, yeah. 43 caliber. I can make them a little bit longer. And give them a little bit more range, you know? Let's just check out the accuracy first. At 10,000 meters, 5.2%. Because this keeps changing with every patch. 5.7%. You know, let's keep them at 47 caliber length. And there's still some weight that can be spent on more 7-inch guns. So I will do that because only the main guns are offline at the start of the battle. Secondary guns can still fire. Bit of a 4-weight offset. Let's just rearrange some things. And fix that. Yeah, things seem to work. 0.3% 4-weight offset. Not gonna fuss about trying to fix that. So that is our battleship done. Glorreiche. Yeah. That 7-inch turret is, well, if the game tells me it works, it works. Okay? Fine. So, battleship done. Let's do the cruiser. I seem to have one of these, or no, that's a shared assign. Shared assigns are off. So we're going to build a new one. $80, $70, $75. Good thing the biggest hull has the most resistance. 15,000 is my limit. That is fine. Push you to 22 knots as well. Veteran crew. No reason not to. And we're gonna have to add some of these funnels here. How many do I need? And with the range set to minimum, that is 8,000 kilometers range. That is not terrible. So these things are gonna have to do a lot of the fighting until my battleships are operational. They're basically gonna have to be tiny battleships. Everything is Mark III. Let's do some comparison here. 10 and 11-inch guns. Let's give them the same level of armor. There we go. 543 tons. 439 tons. Accuracy out to 15,000 is 2.4%. Let's see, I need to add some length to those 10-inch guns. 2% at 15,000. Rate of fire, reload time 40 point. 10-inch guns fire faster. If I make both of them 45 caliber length, there we go, 45 caliber length, 2.2%. How much do I need to add to the 10-inch gun to make it 45? 12 is the maximum. I can make it 42. 15,000, 2% at 12,500 to 3.2%. And it is now heavier than the 11-inch gun. And reloads slower. And does less damage. Pen at 10,000, 4.2, 4.2. Yeah, I think we're going with the shortened 11-inch guns here, because they are actually lighter and better than the lengthened 10-inch guns. Okay, let's build the rest of the ship. Actually, let's just add all the 4 turrets first. Let's see what kind of weights we have left to play with for secondaries. Auxiliary 2. Let's go just shaft 1. Keep an eye on the flash fire chance. Let's go anti-flood 2. Standard ratio, standard ratio. We're gonna go double cap ballistic. But we're also gonna go with tube powder and TNT 2. 2.5% now. Flash fire chance is 2.4. I could make it 14.7. That's quite high. But it does improve accuracy quite a bit. Let's see, damage with Dunite bursting charge. 763 and 1056. TNT2, it's... okay, it's actually more. Never mind. For some reason I thought Dunite would give me more damage, but TNT2 is just plain better. Reload time, 30 seconds. It's not bad for an 11-inch gun. And we have the range to start shooting right at the start of the battle. 2 inches of top armor. Actually, let's go 2.5. Just in case. What's the max armor I can put on this? 12.4. On the armor belt. A little bit of superstructure armor probably doesn't hurt. 12 on the conning tower. Inner deck, I don't care. Okay, let's cover this ship with secondary guns and casemates. Let's do again a little bit of a weight comparison here. 5 and 6-inch guns. I just did 6 and 6-inch guns. There we go. Let's give them both 8 inches of armor. Just as a baseline. 36 tons, 49 tons. .9 seconds, 7.6 seconds. 71 and 112. Yeah, I think we're going with the 6-inch guns here. If the displacement will allow it. It will. Just barely, but it will. That's a lot of 6-inch guns. That should take care of some DDs, I think. Should keep my battleships safe until they can move again. Alright, that is the heavy cruiser. I will have 5 of these. So they're gonna be a big part of my my fleet. Now let's do the DD. And there already is a DD here. It's a shared design, so it's not going to be used. Let's design a new one. Let's see, what do we have here? There's no weight or cost limit involved with this. I'm just not gonna care about putting guns on these, or even good towers or anything. They are just gonna be torpedo launching platforms. That's all they're gonna do. Because the enemy has 5 battleships, and they are 10 years newer than my battleships. Okay. Secondary tower, gonna go with the tiniest one. That would be this one, 30 tons. 13 tons, actually. Let's max you out. What was the speed limit of this hull. Can I make it go 37? I think I can make it go 37. Can I make it go 38? Yes. Can I make it go 39? Just barely. I can go with 2 of these funnels instead of the one big fat one. Oh, it just doesn't fit any... Okay. Okay. Put that tower here. There we go. Torpedo launchers. Again, I'm gonna do some weight comparisons here. How big can I make my torpedoes? I can make them quite big. $179 tons. 120 tons. So that would be 60 tons per tube. That would be almost 60 tons per tube. And that's less than 60 tons per tube. But obviously taking up more deck space. So 3 of these would be 159 tons, which is lighter than this. Light shells reduced. No reloading thing, because that's not really important. Might want some hydro though. These things have one job, and that is to put torpedoes into those enemy battleships. That's all they're gonna do. That's their one job. Can even reduce the draft a bit. 17. Because that's still decent range. That should last for 2 hours. Okay, let's give it some of this stuff. It probably doesn't have a lot of resistance now, because it's a DD. There we go, a little bit overweight, and a little bit more overweight. If I bump the draft all the way down. We're only 2% overweight. That's not that bad. One 1% overweight now. That does stretch out my hull by a lot. So that's 124 tons over. That's 1 ton over. Okay, so we're gonna go with the triple launchers. We're gonna save 1 ton by doing this. Do I still have range? 7,265 kilometers. Yeah. Can't really do anything about the or can I do something about the draft? No. That makes it just heavier. It should be enough range to not start the battle on low fuel. So a little bit more range. With auxiliary 1. Oh. Wait. I need steering. That's kind of important. 7,000 kilometers. Oh, we're like... That's kind of at the lower end. But that's 25 tons over. If I go with balanced rudder, gives me another 500 kilometers. That should be enough. That should be enough. It kind of ruins my turning rate, but okay. So that's the DD. 39 knots. That means it should have the speed to get close enough to launch those torpedoes. 10.7 kilometer range. If I make them fast. 6.7 kilometer range. 41.3 knots. That's not very fast. 32.8 knots. That's very, very slow. But being able to launch them at 10.7 kilometer range, that hopefully I should be able to get my torpedoes in the water, retreat and reload and do it again without having all of my DDs get sunk. And hopefully it should hit some battleships, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. Alright, and it actually loaded up all the ships this time. So, here's our navy. 3 battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, 6 DDs, facing off against 5 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 5 light cruisers, and 4 DDs. And these are from 1925, so they're a little bit more advanced than our ships. Is this even going to be possible? Now, first of all, battleships. For 15 minutes, your main guns are off, and you are not moving. Heavy cruisers. Enemy smoke spotted northeast. I cannot see them. My DDs are in 2 divisions of 3 DDs each, which is perfect. That's just how I wanted it. Now, I think... Let's see, how much fuel do we actually have? 60%. That's not bad. I think I want to kind of just keep them back a little bit until my cruisers have dealt with the enemy escorting ships. At least some of them. And there we go. Let's take a look at the enemy fleet. They're already firing. That's the enemy light cruiser. It's got quite a bit of torpedoes. That is the enemy battleship. That actually doesn't look bad for an AI design. That's a very decent looking battleship. If I hadn't seen the building battleship thing in the battle loading screen, which it was stuck on for quite a while, I would have thought that was a shared design. Well, almost, apart from that random funnel in the back there. but that looks very decent. What kind of guns do you have? '15s. Well, I don't have '15s. Are they Mark II or 3 though? I don't know. And these are the heavy cruisers. What are you armed with? .2s. Wow. And the lights? The enemy DDs have not been spotted yet. 5.3s. And you have a torpedo range of 10 kilometers. Okay. Let's hope my battleships can survive for 15 minutes. So far we're ricocheting their shells, which is at least good. Okay, my DDs are already taking fire. Bringing these DDs in. Now that I'm drawing the light cruisers away. Ten minutes left until I get my battleships back. Battleships, well, the enemy are firing at my my core cruisers. There we go. Finally scoring some good hits on those enemy light cruisers. We are almost in torpedo range of the enemy battleships. Do not start messing about now. Come on. Do not even think about that. You have a torpedo target. That is the Vanguard. Victorious. And that thing. Come on, do not. You muppet. You got your torpedo in the water at least. Like, they've had a couple of patch notes already. This is a new patch. It's 1.5.1.2, where they have supposedly fixed that formation issue. And every time I keep hoping that this time it's true. But I keep getting disappointed. Krems has taken a pretty mean hit. So we got 4.5 minutes left until the battleships come online. And now the D1 might take accidental hits meant for the D5. Scored 3 torpedo hits. 3. This one actually did damage. Second DD squadron is getting ready. Okay, I've got more torpedoes in the water heading towards the enemy battleships. I have incoming torpedoes heading towards my cruisers, but luckily they were mostly duds. Come on, I wanted one. Do not have secondary range. Why can I not target Oh, it's because the 6-inch guns count as primary weapons on these cruisers. I could pick them as casemate guns, so I thought they would count as secondaries. Torpedoes are hitting, but apparently they count as primaries. Sepel, you are Division 6. I'm just gonna have to reform these. All your torpedoes are off. 2 minutes left until let's take a look at the enemy battleships now that they've been identified. They don't have a lot of armor. That's an AI design, alright. They got 9 inches of main belt, and that's about it. They got 15-inch guns, Mark IIs. I'm pretty sure they could have, if they picked 14s, those would have been Mark III, I'm pretty sure. So I'm glad they didn't. Light cruisers have no armor. DDs have fast torpedoes. Short range. Those light cruisers, though, that's a lot of torpedoes. And they are in range of my battleships, which may or may not have a lot of incoming torpedoes heading towards them. I'll bring this DD squadron in a little bit closer before I launch. Actually, while my battleships are here, Can you target the town, maybe, with your secondary guns? I should have picked 5-inch guns on my heavy cruisers, so they could engage one target with the main guns and one with the casemates. It says no torpedoes, but yeah, they should be reloading. I don't know what's up with this. Did you lose your torpedoes? Yeah, I think you did. I think you lost your torpedoes. One minute left until the battleships are ready. Come on, Salzburg. Avoid those torps if you can. Could not. The town goes down. Redoubtable is your target. Ramillies is your target. And you're gonna target the Queen. Aggressive torpedoes, and you are good little ladies, capable of sailing in a straight line. More than can be said for some. There we go. D4 torpedoes are out. D2, D3. Since D4 is taking all the fire, you're gonna detach, and you two are just gonna turn, not following the one taking all the flak. All these cruisers are taking a lot of torpedoes coming towards them. Tiger, can you detach maybe? Can we do some maneuvering here? There's a lot of the torpedoes coming out from the Viking. I think we need to do some pretty hefty maneuvering here. Tiger might eat torpedoes. There's not that much I can do about it. They're not the most maneuverable cruisers. But oh yeah, I almost forgot. My battleships are ready for action. I can just fire at will for now. I got some cruisers to attend to. Dead torpedo hit the Lusta now. That's, oh my gosh, that's a torpedo soup. Chef special. That is some torpedo soup. But my torpedoes are also hitting home. Enemy battleships. So now took a torpedo. It was not too much damage. Let's see what's happened to my my DDs. Victorious goes down. 1 battleship sunk. What killed you? 3 torpedo hits. Killed you. What kind of armor did the enemy heavy cruisers have? Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot of armor. Let's pick out some targets here for my battleships. That's quite a lot of armor for a heavy cruiser. A disgusting amount of armor. Red pole. Yeah, I think this DD is done for today. But the 2 others are ready to go. These guys, if they can only just which one had 0 torpedoes? You. Plenty of fuel. Krems is gonna sink, I think. Woodpecker. If you please. Down. Viking should be going down. Krems goes down. Viking went down. I'm gonna keep these 2 DDs around until they reload. These 2 are ready. They are reloaded. If they can just behave when going on the torpedo attack. Does this mean we have a lot of torpedoes incoming towards our battleships? Maybe. But the 7-inch guns are doing good work versus the light cruiser. I don't want these cruisers to waste their time firing at enemy light cruisers. Firing at enemy battleships, I mean, when there are light cruisers to sink. Okay. Queen. Vanguard. Actually, Vanguard is almost already sinking. Anyway, let's make sure she sinks. Marathon taking hits. There are torpedoes in the water. And are we gonna score any more hits on those battleships? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, let's sink the Queen. Vanguard is gonna go down. Vanguard goes down. Two more DDs. Reloaded and ready. Sunk one enemy DD. That's not bad. I think Glorreiche is gonna sink now. I don't think there's any saving her. Especially now that there are torpedoes hitting her. And torpedoes on the Schöne as well. Well, Glorreiche goes down. This is going better than I expected. Honestly. Torpedoes. We got two almost intact battleships here. They are the ones we're going for with the torpedoes. Let's get close enough to not miss. Let's already pick out some targets here. Ramillies. Redoubtable. Don't you start overtaking each other now. Torpedoes are in the water from both of you. That means you're gonna detach and just head for home. Tiger is almost intact. Impressive. Taking some. Shona has taken her. Has lost her guns. Get any torpedo hits on these though. Would be nice if we could also hit some of those heavy cruisers. Ramillies is gonna take one at least. It was a dud. There goes the last of my torpedoes. Linz is actually in good shape. Actually, both of you just focus the Edgar. Kill her first. Yeah, they've both lost turrets. That's why their ammo is non-existing. and low. And ironically, I think they would have had more shots left if I had gone with limited ammunition. Bring these in a little bit closer now. All my DDs are out of torpedoes. Are we sinking the Bedford now? I hope so. Bedford goes down. Edgar next. Tiger, you can just keep attacking those battleships. And actually, Lusta now, I want you also detaching, because you're kind of just keeping the Linz back as things are. Shona is gonna sink. And Lauta. Kill the Edgar. There you go. Edgar goes down. Donegal. Next. There goes Shona. Does Donegal carry torpedoes? Yes, she does. Short range torpedoes, but still. There goes Tiger. There goes Donegal. And the enemy is down to 2 battleships. Ramillies is taking the most damage. And there goes Tiger. This is when I wish I would have had some torpedoes on some of my ships. Larta will just have to get close with her 7-inch guns, I think. If we angle in, should be able to get close without taking too much damage. The turrets have a lot of armor, the rest of the ship does not. Can we kill this thing with secondaries? Would be funny. Would be funny if we could do that. I think we are killing the Ramillies with secondaries. She's not doing too much to us with her main guns. My 11-inch guns can actually go through her main belt. 150 armor quality. This is where the Elarte is starting to take big damage from Redoubtable. And the Ramillies. She got a flat angle on me. Just switched on your own. Linz is actually getting hits in through the main belt on Redoubtable. Where's Listenau? Oh, Listenau has no main guns left. Lachta has also lost most of her secondaries now. But Redoutable is going down. Okay, everyone focus the Ramillies. That's the last ship remaining. Can we get her? I mean, we are doing damage. Surrendered, yes. I didn't even look at the crew losses. Alright. Points. What are the scoring points here? Let's see, scoring. Sink all enemy ships. That's 100 points. And I also get points for each individual ship sunk. Each enemy battleship sunk is 25 points times 5. That's 125. Each enemy light or heavy cruiser sunk. That was 8. That's 80. And each DD sunk is 5. That's 20. So that's 100 for those. So 125, 225, and another 100 for sinking all of them. So that's 325 points. Each of your battleships that survives, 30 points. That's the Erlaute. So that's 355 points. Each cruiser that survives is 20 points. That's 2 of them. So that's 375 points. No, it's 20 points each. So 395 points. And each DD that survives is 10 points. And all of them survived. Some of them damaged. Some of them with no torpedoes, but all of them survived. That's another 60. That's 455 points. I don't think that's too bad. I did not expect this to be even possible, given the 10-year age difference. If we'd had similar sized fleets, then maybe the 10-year difference wouldn't be so bad. Or if, like, outnumbered like this, but 5-year difference. But I definitely got lucky with these Vanguard class battleships not really having any armor, so I could sink them even after my main guns got blown up on the battleships. Yeah, that is not bad. That is not bad, if I may say so myself. Damage dealt. Who did the most? Erlaute 115,000. Edgar and Ramillies did a lot of the enemy fleet. Yeah, she put out a lot of damage with her 10-inch guns, but I think those were Mark IVs. Lintz did quite a bit. Queen, Achilles, Redoubtable did a lot. Tiger, and then my DDs with their torpedoes actually performing quite well. And the enemy DDs actually didn't do anything. Not scoring a single torpedo hit. But the enemy light cruisers definitely did quite a bit with their torpedoes. So yeah, that was a challenge. Let's see how the other admirals did. Goodbye, and take care.